happening, everybody? It's Sean with reactions to the classics. Today we got a reaction to Bruce Springsteen's Streets of Minneapolis versus Billy Bragg's City of Heroes, brought to us by a friend, longtime supporter, and patron of the channel, T Super. Appreciate you, T Super. Appreciate all the patrons who make this thing go. If you'd like to support us in any way, check out the Patreon link below or the patron link on the end screen. We could not do it without the patrons. You want to do a one-time donation, one-time reaction, check out our Buy Me a Coffee page. Also linked below. If this is the first time you're joining us, the idea of the song battle is simply which song is better. This is a battle of Minneapolis. T Super, the patron that brought this, is from Minneapolis. He doesn't live there now, but this is his hometown. So this stuff's very personal to him. And, he even told me he's a great guy. I mean, I've known him for a long time. If you don't want to get too political on the channel, I get it. And I want to say this before we get into this battle. I try to keep politics out of this channel because if you live in the United States, you hear it enough. I can't speak for you if you live in other countries, and about half our viewers are from other countries, which I'm greatly appreciative of and always blown away by. But I just try to leave it out of it, right? Music can be a great connector. But this situation, you can't just ignore it. And when somebody like Bruce Springsteen, who is my favorite artist of all time, drops something like this and has the courage to do it, you got to react to it. So before T Super even brought this battle, I was thinking about doing this song. It's funny. And then I got his message, like seriously, like within an hour, when I was like, should I just do this tonight? So I'll say this. I don't align with one party. I aligned with one party all my life. That changed a few years ago when that party lost its way as well. The other party had already lost its way. And now neither political party in the United States looks like they once did, or basically did for all of my life. I'm 54 years old. For the first 45 years of my life, these parties have looked this way. And you might not agree with the other party, but you didn't hate them. You respected them. You respected whoever's president. And then everything began to change. And I don't align with either side now. Because one side lost their way years ago, and another side lost their way a few years ago. But I'm an American first. And everybody who lives here should be an American first, not your side, my side. We're all on the same side. And I will also say this, whether you're in the United States or whether you're in a foreign country where it looks like there's all this division in America, the latest polls have anywhere between 70 and 73% of the people believe what's going on in Minneapolis is wrong. It's just that the people on the radical side of both parties have the loudest voices and they have the loudest media outlets. So it looks like there's all this division. There's not. Almost all of us as Americans, we all want the same thing. And we don't really want to deal with politics all the time. There's a time and place. I've been following politics all my life. I worked for a presidential campaign on a local level in 1992 and in 2008. I'm not going to mention what those were. It's irrelevant, but we did win. And I was taught political science. I understand the political system. And most of what all politicians say is that they can't do anyway. I get it. Maybe they think they can. Maybe they know they can't. But they can't get it done because it's not the way it's set up. So this situation in Minneapolis, I don't even believe is politics. And I hear all the abolish ICE stuff. I'll say this about ICE. Obviously, there's some bad actors in it. Obviously. And there's people who were not trained. Used to be trained for 9 months. Now they're trained for 47 days. There's a lot to this situation. I don't believe we should abolish ICE. The great majority of the ICE men and women are doing their jobs. I don't believe that anybody should be able to come to America that wants to. And I have people from other countries sometimes jump on the comments, what your country used to be. I promise you, if you live in a foreign country, your country has way stricter immigration laws than the United States. Go look it up. But I believe everybody that wants to come to this country legally should be able to. And if you're in this country illegally and you're not a criminal, you should be treated with respect. That is not what this country is. That's not what the great majority of Americans are. So with that said, I'm not going to have to say a lot. I've listened to this song from Bruce 3 times. I listened to it when it dropped. We did this in this very song battle on our live stream on Wednesday night. And then I listened to it a little bit earlier before I knew I was doing this. It's incredibly powerful. So let's jump into it with the Springsteen track. Bruce said this: I wrote this song on Saturday, recorded it yesterday, and released it to you today. So in a 4-day span is the time period. In response to the state terror being visited on the city of Minneapolis. It's dedicated to the people of Minneapolis, our innocent immigrant neighbors, and in memory of Alex Preddy and Renee Good. Stay free, Bruce Springsteen. The day this song was released, it was the #1 trending song on YouTube. It had 2.5 million downloads. Also, it was #1 on the iTunes charts. So that's different than Apple Music or Spotify. It's people who actually buy the song. like the old school way it used to be. So on the iTunes chart, at one point in time, within 24 hours of this song being released, it was number one in 21 countries. So the brothers and sisters around the world are with us here in the United States. We all have a commonality. So Bruce can lay it out way better than I can. Thanks again to T-Soup. Let's check it out.
Through the winter's ice and cold, down Nicollet Avenue, a city of flame fought fire and ice neath an occupier's boots. King Trump's private army from the DHS, guns belted to their coats, came to Minneapolis to enforce the law, or so their story goes. Against smoke and rubber bullets in the dawn's early light, citizens stood for justice, their voices ringing through the night. And there were bloody footprints where mercy should have stood, and 2 dead left to die on snow-filled streets, Alex Pretty and Renee Good. Oh, Minneapolis, I hear your voice singing through the bloody mist. We'll take our stand for this land and the stranger in our midst. Here in our home they killed and roamed in the winter of 26. We'll remember the names of those who died on the streets of Minneapolis. Trump's federal thugs beat up on his face and his chest. Then we heard the gunshots and Alex Pretty lay in the snow dead. Their claim was self-defense, sir. Just don't believe your eyes. It's our blood and bones and these whistles and phones against Miller and Noam's dirty lies. Oh, I'm Minneapolis, I hear your voice crying through the bloody mist. We'll remember the names of those who died on the streets of Minneapolis. Now they say they're here to uphold the law, but they trample on our rights. If your skin is black or brown, my friend, you can be questioned or deported on sight. In our chance of ice out now, our city's heart and soul persists. Through broken glass and bloody tears on the streets of Minneapolis. Oh, I'm Minneapolis, I hear your voice singing through the bloody mist. Here in our home they killed and roamed in the winter of 26. We'll take our stand for this land and the stranger in our midst. We'll remember the names of those who died on the streets of Minneapolis. We'll remember the names of those who died on the streets of Minneapolis.
Not a whole lot to say. Listen to the lyrics. I'm going to put a link below to the video that came out a couple days ago, the day after this was released. I just didn't want to play the video because I was afraid to get blocked for copyright. But it's down there. It'll have all the lyrics in it. I mean, obviously you can look up the lyrics and you can listen and you can follow it, but reading them as it's going on, it makes it even more powerful. So I don't have a lot to say about it. Wonderfully put together. Bruce is 76 years old. Just busts this out. Still speaking truth. So let's move over to a song that I didn't know existed until T Super brought it on the battle. Got someone who I wasn't aware of until we got this channel. I got some Billy Bragg videos up. Billy Bragg, City of Heroes. If you're in the UK, you're going to know way more about Billy than I do. But same thing. He's standing for justice, right? And so he decided to make a song about this. And here's what he said when he dropped this song. He said the murder, which he dropped the same day Bruce dropped his song. The murder of Alex Preddy was horrifically shocking. All the more so as we are still reeling from the images of the murder of Renee Good. That these crimes can be committed in broad daylight on camera, and yet no one is held accountable, only adds to the injustice. I wrote this song yesterday as a tribute to the bravery of the people of Minneapolis, who, knowing that these trigger-happy ICE thugs operate with seeming impunity in their midst, are still willing to put themselves in harm's way to defend their community. Their resistance is an inspiration to us all.
The ghost of Martin Niemöller haunts the halls of history. When they came for the communists, he said it's nothing to do with me. When they came for the Democrats, he had nothing to say. And when they came for the Jews, he just looked the other way. His silence didn't save him. When they came for him as well, there was no one to speak out for him. Resistance had been quelled. What excuses would you tell yourself if this ever happened to you? Well, I live in a city of heroes. I know what I would do. When they came for the immigrants, I got in their face. When they came for the refugees, I got in their face. When they came for the 5-year-olds, I got in their face. When they came to my neighbourhood, I just got in their face. They used tear gas and pepper spray against our whistles and our phones. But in this city of heroes, we will protect our home. When they drag people from their cars, I got in their face. When they took families from their homes, I got in their face. When they murdered our sister, I got in their face. And when they murdered our brother, I still got in their face. In Dachau, Martin Niemöller suffered for his complicity. But in this city of heroes, we learn the lessons of history. I will bear witness to terror. I will bear witness to tyranny. I will bear witness to murder. I will bear witness to fascism.
Absolutely brilliantly written song as well. There's not a video to this that I can find. I'll try to find one before I put this up, but I'll put a link to the lyrics so you can read those as well while it's going on. It's great too. I mean, I don't have a lot else to say. He brings a lot of great things in there, not only from Minneapolis, but other things in history that kind of tie in. So the way song battles work, if you're new here or if you're not, just to remind, I got to pick a winner. And I've never not picked a winner, but on this one, I'm not going to pick a winner because I don't think picking a winner is disrespectful of the losing song. But just in this case, I just can't. Streets of Minneapolis, a lot of people are talking about Ohio, Neil Young's penned song about the Kent State murders. It fits in there. A lot of Dylan stuff. It fits in there. I think it's incredibly powerful. But Billy's song is incredibly powerful too. Being a Springsteen guy, you probably figure what I'm going to pick, but it's not going to do that. I will say this. If you're out there protesting, I pray for your safety. Be careful. There's things that you can do that legally you have a right to do, but be careful about doing it because it's a powder keg and it could cost you your life. And you don't hear people saying that, well, both of these people who lost their lives were doing things they shouldn't have done. Then arrest them. You know, I see both sides of a lot of this situation, not the killings, but just being there and, you know, deporting people who are criminals. I get all of that. And the Obama administration deported 3 million criminals in their time in office in 8 years, and they didn't do it this way. And they deported more than anybody ever has. There's a way to do it. And so if you're out there protesting, watch yourself, take care of yourself. This is not what America's about. So if you're in America, hopefully you know that. If you're in another country, trust me, this is not what it's about. All right. Thank you to T-Sue for bringing this one. Until next time, guys, I will see you.